champion, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Conor. And here is the destroyer, Conor Benn, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world today. And they'll be facing Freight Train from the United Kingdom.
Just take note, look at the reach, look how much they're giving away in this fight.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Essex, England, a continental welterweight champion, Conor, the Destroyer Benn. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United Kingdom.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Insane action. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Where was the defense? Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go back to follow? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And a big shot rattles his cage. Conor Benn right now. Will he go down? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That jab doesn't score. Do you believe this? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good man. Go out there, you win this next round for me, kid. You've been coasting this doing, the gaps will appear. Don't be looking there for one shot for them. You gotta take that confidence away. Go out, in the first minute, stick them on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence, and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab. Still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus. Good work there. The jabs are working.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Go back and win the round, right? Because don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just get him on the end of the jab.
What do we expect to see here in round two? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
These two fighters are made for one another. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Trying to land that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So much for defensive abilities. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Back and forth they go. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he fails to score with that left hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Nice catch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I need you to focus straight down the middle. You can miss him. Great work. Stay focused. On.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That right hook catching air. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the...
Great work. I love that.
Time for the 5th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The perfect counter lands. Do you believe what we are seeing? Did you see that? And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars, but can he stay on his feet? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You need to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the drive. Get back out there and win. Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. But the fight's not over yet. You got to get out there and win this round, kid. His shots, keep smart. Good work there, the jabs are working. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back, set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Here we go in the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Why weren't they covering up. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
An uppercut does not score. Nice counter. Right uppercut can't find a home. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that big shot just rattled his cage. Ben has no... You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Great rounds, great rounds. Now relax. Just the same as today. Get your mind back on the job. Here. You were thinking, you were smart, you were loading up. You're way better than this guy. You're way better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. You get it soft on me. Get him on the end of the chop. You're getting your time in already, that right hand. Kid. You had everything in the bag. And now you're going to let him bang there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and they'll land in your power shots. Good work.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Forget about good work. Good work there. The jabs are working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the...
Here we go. It's round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Miss with that jab. Stamina is off the charts. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast. Sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an Andrews man.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
And he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away. Go out. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Don't be looking.
And there's the bell for round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
A swing and a miss with that jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Stamina is off the charts. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He just misses with that jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Swing and a miss with the jab. Oh, what a shot! Ben in some serious trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him rattled like this before. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get me. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you're doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just stay focused together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab. Breathe when you're stepping around. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get foot. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Very open. I need you to focus on what you're doing. The same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will be better than this. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
It's round 10. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Can't land that jab. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They got out of the way of that right hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They miss with the jab. Jab misses. Nice counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And he scores with the counter. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's on to the 12th. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The right hook misses. And a big shot rattles his cage. Conor Benn right now. Will he go down? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both fighters counters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook won't score. The straight right just misses. Nope, that jab not going to score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.